name is Rebecca Genia, and I am a member of the Shinnecock Indian Nation and also co-chair of the Graves Protection Warrior Society. This is what I want to do. I want to stay here, build a fire, and not leave. That's what I want to do. See, people are nasty.
So a moment ago, we had a woman stop and ask us, why do we want this land when we have all that land over there? And people don't understand. They don't realize the truth of the history of how our people were forced into those lands over there, how we were forced away from our resources and taken away from our burial grounds and where we did our ceremonies and practiced our culture, and we're forced into this very small, low-lying land known as Shinnecock Neck over there. And it was taken from us forcefully. It was stolen from us back in 1859 when the railroad came through. And a lot of people don't realize that history of it being officially documented stolen.
And for decades, we have been protesting the town of Southampton overdeveloping and ripping up the land where there are so many unmarked burials of our ancestors, and this is documented. Everything I tell you is well documented.
I am out here at 503 Montauk Highway in the Shinnecock Hills. We are protesting the continued development of our sacred cemeteries. We are here asking the town of Southampton to use their community preservation fund dollars to preserve what's left of all the vacant acres in the Shinnecock Hills. There are hundreds and hundreds of acres of land that have not been developed, and we have an excess of capital in the Community Preservation Fund, as well as a stated goal by the town supervisor to use those funds. He said his #1 priority for the use of those funds is to preserve the Shinnecock Hills, not only because of its sacred significance to the Shinnecock Nation, but also because of its extraordinarily sensitive ecological value to the local environment. We're at the highest point of the town of Southampton. We're in a runoff zone for both the Shinnecock Bay and the Peconic Bay, which have both recently faced devastating losses of marine life.
And I'm about to go smudge everybody off with the cedar and sage to kind of cleanse our spirits and cleanse the area. And we're just trying to create awareness to the fact that for so many generations our voices have not been heard in the preservation and the protection of our burial grounds.
We got unmarked burial laws passed finally in September of 2020 after staying on their case for decades, and as you can see, it's not doing much good here.
President Biden just declared the Peconic Bay behind us a national disaster zone because we've lost 99% of the sea scallops in that area, and it's due to all of this development. We cannot support any more development here. It's killing us, it's killing the environment, it's killing the marine life.
So this is one of 3 plots of land that in January of 2020, we came out here to protest the desecration of this site, the whole entire site, and we could not stop them from building that one house. We tried with all our might. They sent in their people to excavate and to build the foundation while we were out here, and then we came out here to put a stop to it. We just couldn't stop it, but we were told by the town of Southampton that the other 2 plots were going to be preserved and protected through their community preservation funds, so we took them at their word. Right before the winter storm, January 2022, we noticed that this was all cleared in here. So waited for the storm to go, but in the meantime, emailing the Community Preservation Fund director and the town board, the town planning board, asking them, telling them that you had told us in 2020 that this was purchased and protected land, those 2 plots that we couldn't save #3, but the other 2, don't worry, the community preservation. So what is going on here?
for so long we were not seen as humans. We were not seen as human beings. And it's just in recent years, just people that are alive today remember that transition for us to be considered human beings and to have our voices heard.
And I've asked the town board, where are your ancestors buried? Don't you care about them? Wouldn't you be upset if someone was disrespecting and desecrating the graves of your ancestors? That's what you're doing to us. Jay Schneiderman and all them claim that they're doing the best they can. They're not doing the best that they can by a long shot. The best that they can has been proposed to them many times over and over again. Purchase, preserve, and protect every inch of land that is left in the hills.
And it's important for us to make sure that our people, our loved ones that have been buried here for so many thousands of years, are protected and not dug up.